Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Salam alaikum to everyone.
We have a serious problem, guys, and it's the UFC's Bantamweight division. What that problem is and how we can solve it, find it out in this Blood Talk. Guys, the UFC's Bantamweight division has kind of a problem right now. The problem is who fights who? And I know it's kind of a luxury problem, but still, we have to solve this. And let's try to solve it right now. Because we have the champion Aljamain Sterling, Gochamin, however you want to call him. And of course, he needs an opponent. Okay, so who do we have there? We have Henry Cejudo, who is coming back from his retirement. We have Sean O'Malley, who just beat Petr Yan, the #1 contender. We have Chito Vera, who just beat a few legends, knocked them out. We have Cory Sandhagen, just comes off a win against Song Yadong and fought a who's who. And we have Merab Dvalishvili. Merab Dvalishvili fought Jose Aldo lately and won via a not too entertaining decision, but still he's also in that list. If I missed anyone, please write it in the comments. But for me, these are the top 5 right now that have to be matched up somehow. And yes, you see 5, that doesn't make sense. You can't match up 5 people.
A little bit stupid. I don't understand this guy.
The UFC / Dana White said before the Sean O'Malley Petr Yan fight that the winner of that fight will fight for the title. Now Dana White says that a lot, and nearly ever does it happen. Like when Khamzat fought Burns, Dana White said the winner of that fight Usman. Guess who fought Usman? Leon. So yeah, it happens a lot. And Sean O'Malley beat Petr Yan. He didn't knock him out, he won via decision. For me, a good decision. I know some of you won't like it. Anyways, never mind now. So Sean O'Malley is definitely up for a title shot right now. You could not deny him that. But the problem is that there's a certain guy named Triple C. And I honestly have to say, guys, other than Triple C or Sean O'Malley, I don't know who should fight for the title. Of course, you could argue Chito, yeah, but in my opinion, the argument for Sean O'Malley is much stronger than for Chito. And Henry Cejudo, we don't even have to talk about the argument for Henry Cejudo. I mean, Henry Cejudo, he was a double champion in UFC when he retired. How can you deny him a title shot when he comes back? And Dana White even said after the UFC 280 event, the event where Sean O'Malley fought Petr Yan, Dana White said that probably Henry Cejudo is next, or that would be a good matchup. So I honestly believe they target that fight, because also in the newest Sugar Sean and Tim Walsh podcast, listen to the podcast, it's very good, I love it. They, or Sean O'Malley, said that he had talked with the UFC now for his next fight. It's looking good and looks like cool news is coming soon. It's not definite yet who he will fight, but as of how it sounded, he said we have to see how things play out and stuff. I honestly believe that the UFC targets Henry Cejudo versus Aljamain Sterling, and if Henry can't make it with the USADA or whatever, then maybe Sean O'Malley, but Henry will make it. Henry's outside of the USADA half-year testing period in a few weeks, month, something like that. So I honestly believe that Henry Cejudo will be matched up against Aljamain Sterling, like March, April, something like that next year, which will be a hell of a fight, and no one can deny Cejudo the title shot. Honestly, you cannot say he doesn't deserve it. It's not possible. You can try to in the comments, but it's not possible. So I honestly believe that fight is the fight to make and the fight they will make. So put it to the side now. Then, what I talk from my perspective now, what I feel like makes sense and what I would like to see. We could argue about that, and I could see why people have different opinions, but I believe the fight to make is Sean O'Malley versus Chito Vera. Winner gets the definite title shot. Why? Because Sean O'Malley just beat the #1 contender. If you beat the #1 contender, hard to say you don't deserve a title shot, right? Chito just knocked out back-to-back legends and high-level guys in superior fashion, which makes him very close to title shot as well, but I believe Chito needs one more win against a top 5 opponent, which Sean O'Malley is. He's the #1 ranked contender right now. So match these two up. They have a big history. They fought each other. Cheeto won via a little bit, yeah. You could argue if Sean got injured there, whatever. Sugar State Athletic Commission said it's not a win. But yeah, officially Cheeto won against Sugar Sean, but it was kind of controversial and they have kind of a beef going on. So that fight would be amazing. I would love to see that. Makes a lot of sense for me. Also stylistically a very good matchup for both. Would be fun. Would love to watch that. And then yeah, unfortunately you can't make it right for everyone.
Kill everybody!
Let Dvalishvili fight Sandhagen, because Sandhagen is definitely always up there for a title shot. I mean, he fought Petr Yan, close decision. Fought Dillashaw. I think he won that fight, close decision. Then fought Song Yadong, very dominant decision. So Sandhagen is so close to a title shot, but I just believe he needs one more win / 2 more wins maybe to get there. I don't know, especially with Aljamain as a champ. Aljamain choked him out in like under 1 minute or something when they fought. Yeah, I would like to see Sandhagen again against a grappler, because lately he fought more or less strikers. You could argue that maybe TJ Dillashaw is a wrestler. I could somehow agree with that, but he's definitely not an aggressive wrestler like Dvalishvili. So why not make that matchup? It's a hard matchup for Dvalishvili because Sandhagen is a much longer, rangier guy and a heavy and very talented striker. And for Sandhagen, Dvalishvili is the hard, small, powerful wrestler who tries to take you down by every possible occasion. So it would be a hard matchup for both and it would be a test for both. And I know it's hard for both. Honestly, it's hard for both to deny any of them a title shot after they win that fight. But not everybody can fight for a title. So let's make the winner of Sugar Sean and Chito Vera fight for a title. Winner of Sandhagen versus Dvalishvili. Then fights the loser of Triple C versus Aljamain. And then the winner of that fight again fights again for the title. Problem solved. Do you agree with me? Do you think I'm out of my mind? Write it in the comments. How would you match them up? What do you think? How will the UFC match them up? Write down below in the comments, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Tell all your family members, friends, everybody you know that likes MMA to also subscribe to this channel. Show Hasbulla some love in the comments, show me some love in the comments, whatever. Like this video and see you in the next one, boys. Eat your vegetables, stay healthy. Bye-bye, guys. Bloodsport out.
Eat your vegetables.